So A hearty welcome to all the track chairs, resource persons, paper presenters, delegates from industry and academia, and participants from across the globe. We extend our welcome to the Conference Organizing Committee, faculty members of SIBM Hyderabad, SAMS Noida, and University of Wollongong, Dubai, staff members, and to all the enthusiastic students.
As it rightly stated by as it is rightly stated by Warnes Bennis, and we quote,
We request students to rise once again. Thank you. A very pleasant morning to one and all present here. On behalf of Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, Hyderabad, I, Atmaja Rajesh, along with my co-host Riya Tripathi, welcome you all to INCONSYM 2024 International Conference on Global Business Transformation, Now, Next and Beyond, jointly organized by Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, Hyderabad, Symbiosis Center for Management Studies, Noida, and University of Wollongong, Dubai. We feel extremely privileged to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest of the day, Professor B.P. Sharma, Chairman, MGIEP, a UNESCO organization, our guest of honor, Dr. Elizabeth L. Rose, Research Chair, Professor in Business Policy and Strategy, IIM Udaipur, Dr. Ramakrishna Raman, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Symbiosis International Deemed University, Dr. Arjit Sitkar, Program Director, Undergraduate, School of Business, University of Wollongong, Dubai campus, Dr. Nidhi Futela, Director, Symbiosis Center for Management Studies, Noida, Dr. K.P. Venugopal Rao, Director, SIBM Hyderabad, Dr. Santosh Agav, Director, Symbiosis Law School, Hyderabad, Dr. Sham Sundar Chitta, Deputy Director, SIBM Hyderabad, Retired Colonel T. Venugopal, Campus Administrator, Symbiosis Hyderabad, for gracing this occasion with their presence. A hearty welcome to all the track chairs, resource persons, paper presenters, delegates from industry and academia, and participants from across the globe. We extend our welcome to the conference organizing committee, faculty members of SIBM Hyderabad, SCMS Noida, and University of Wollongong, Dubai, staff members, and to all the enthusiastic students.
For the past 10 years, SIBM Hyderabad has imparted quality education and trained competent management professionals to set several milestones in the industry. The institute ensures that they are on the top of the list through their extended and advanced curriculum, which has resulted in SIBM Hyderabad becoming a prominent name in the corporate world. Through its rigorous curriculum, the institute has molded students in ways which has always made them a victors of the business world, and will continue to do so as the students go on display their immense learnings from the institute at their workplace, enabling them to lead a bright future. Today's International Research Conference marks yet another landmark event in SIBM Hyderabad's journey towards furthering the research leadership by creating a platform to deliberate various issues related to the global business transformation. Way before the institute found its presence, the Symbiosis International Deemed University has been a name in not only in the nation but world as a whole. The SIU, which is now celebrating its golden jubilee, imparts knowledge and wisdom not only to the students of the nation, but also the international students. Let us now see how the journey of university went in these 50 years.
This is the story of a man who dared to dream and persevered to make his dream come true. The story of a visionary Indian who thought differently and made an enormous difference to the lives of thousands of students all over the world. The story of Dr. Shantaram Balwant Majumdar, the founder of Symbiosis. It began when Dr. Majumdar, the rector of the boys' hostel at Pune's historic Ferguson College, was spending a quiet afternoon in his quarters. Students from India had left for their Diwali vacation. Only students from other countries had stayed back. Suddenly, Dr. Majumdar's attention was drawn by the sight of a girl student. She was standing under a window of the boys' hostel, stealthily passing a small parcel to a boy inside. Suspecting mischief, Dr. Majumdar went to the room to investigate. What he saw there left him disturbed and distressed. The girl had gone there to provide food to a Mauritian boy suffering from jaundice. The incident left a deep impact on Dr. Majumdar's mind and a void in his heart. He was so moved by the experience that he resolved to improve the plight of foreign students studying in India. Symbiosis was thus born in 1971 from the seed of a dream sown by its founder, Dr. Majumdar. His dream was to create an educational institute where, in his own words, students from all over the world would live, study, eat, and play together in an atmosphere of peace, harmony, mutual respect, and acceptance of cultural diversity. An institute from where foreign students would return to their countries as friends and ambassadors of our nation. Dr. Majumdar, himself a professor of botany, chose the name symbiosis, the word biologists use to describe a mutually beneficial relationship between two living organisms. The guiding philosophy behind his endeavor was Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or the world is one family. Today, the symbiosis sapling has grown into a large tree. In 2002, Symbiosis was accorded the status of a university. Symbiosis International University's campus on Senapati Bapat Road in Pune, the first campus of Symbiosis, is a landmark in the city. Over time, Symbiosis has come to dwell in many hearts, as it does within the walls of its many institutes. Symbiosis is the laughter of students and the quintessence of education. A world-renowned, multicultural, multilingual, and multidisciplinary educational institution, Symbiosis now has state-of-the-art campuses in Pune, Bengaluru, Noida, Nashik, Hyderabad, and Nagpur, with plans to have campuses in other nations as well. The university hosts thousands of students from each and every state and union territory of India, as well as international students from a number of countries around the world. The university has multiple institutions in diverse disciplines of study: law, management, computer studies, health sciences, media and communication, humanities and social sciences, engineering, architecture and design. The university is also in the forefront of research in diverse areas such as advanced legal studies and research, waste resource management, stem cell research, nanoscience and nanotechnology, medical image analysis, behavioral studies, applied artificial intelligence, entrepreneurship and innovation. Over the years, Symbiosis has excelled in three avatars of culture, education, and health: physical, mental, social, and spiritual. Symbiosis truly embodies the transformative vision manifest in the country's national education policy aimed at creating global citizens with Indian values, which has also been the focus of Symbiosis throughout its illustrious journey of 50 years. In keeping with the university's larger social commitment, the Medical College and the 900-bedded state-of-the-art Symbiosis University Hospital and Research Center are dedicated to serving humanity. This is evident in their commendable service to people in the many villages and hamlets around the lovely campus. These institutions have been instrumental in ensuring the well-being of the community, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Symbiosis Community Outreach Program and Extension, or SCOPE, is working towards the sustainable, comprehensive, and integrated development of the villages located in the vicinity of Symbiosis International University's main campus. The university continues to attract a multitude of well-known leaders, celebrities, and iconic personalities. A lesser-known facet of Symbiosis is the wealth that Mother Nature has bestowed upon it. The university campus at Lovely is home to a large variety of flora and fauna. In March 2022, on the proud occasion of the Golden Jubilee of Symbiosis, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, inaugurated Symbiosis Arogya Dham.
50 years ago, the idea germinated in my mind to promote friendship and understanding between foreign and Indian students and thereby promote international understanding. Today, we are celebrating golden jubilee of this golden idea.
कि 50 साल की आपके पास एक ऐसी पूंजी है, अनुभव की पूंजी है, अनेक एक्सपेरिमेंट करते करते आप यहाँ पहुंचे, एक खजाना है आपके पास। ये खजाना भी देश के काम आएगा। आप फले फूले और यहाँ पर आने वाले हर बच्चा अपना उज्जवल भविष्य बनाने के लिए आत्मविश्वास के साथ निकल पड़े। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
For Symbiosis International University, the world was, is, and will always be its family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Symbiosis International University has surely set the benchmark of quality and authenticity when it comes to an educational establishment. We are sure that each and every one, be it be faculty, staff, or student, is proud to be part of this university. We now take the privilege to call upon the dignitaries on the dais. We request Dr. K.P. Venugopal Rao, Director, SIBM Hyderabad, to come onto the stage. I request Dr. Nidhi Futela, Director, SEMS Noida, to come onto the dais. Now I welcome Dr. Arjit Sitkar, Program Director, Undergraduate, School of Business, University of Wollongong, Dubai campus, to come onto the dais. We request Dr. Nidhi Futela, Director, SEMS Noida, to felicitate Dr. Arjit Sitkar. I welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor of SIU, Dr. Ramakrishna Raman, to grace the dais. I request Dr. K.P. Venugopal Rao, Director, SIBM Hyderabad, to felicitate our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramakrishna Raman. Now we welcome Dr. Elizabeth L. Rose, Research Chair, Professor in Business Policy and Strategy, IIM Udaipur, to grace the dais. We request Dr. Ajit Sitkar, Program Director, Undergraduate, School of Business, University of Wollongong, Dubai, to felicitate Dr. Elizabeth L. Rose. It's time to welcome our chief guest of the day, Professor B.P. Sharma, Chairman, MGIEP, a UNESCO organization, to adorn the dais. I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramakrishna Raman, to felicitate Professor B.P. Sharma.
Thank you all. Let's begin the event with auspicious Ganesh Vandana.
नायकाय गणदेवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणाधीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गणेशाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानभक्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे पूजिताय गुरुदेवताय गुरुकुलस्थाय गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरुवे गुरुगुरुवे कलाक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्म सदाराध्याय गुरुपुत्र परित्रात्रे गुरुपाखण्ड खण्डकाय
Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. We now call upon all the dignitaries on the dais to step forward for Jyoti Prajwalan. Thank you all. As it is rightly stated by Vernice Benes, and we quote, leadership is a capacity to translate vision into reality. Saying thus, we bear in our mind our leader, esteemed director, Dr. K.P. Venugopal Rao. Dr. K.P. Venugopal Rao is a director and professor of finance at Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, Hyderabad, at Symbiosis International Deemed University. He served as a director at Symbiosis Center of Management Studies, Noida, during 2020-2022, and deputy director at Symbiosis, Hyderabad earlier. At alumnus of Osmania University, he also holds a degree in law and education. With over 2 decades of experience in teaching and academic administration, he has held various academic and administrative positions in reputed academic institutions. His teaching and research engagement in accounting, taxation, capital market, and banking were at prestigious universities like Osmania University and Kakatiya University. His teaching focuses on the commodity market, stock market, and accounting standard. Dr. Rao has authored research articles published in peer-reviewed international journals. Currently, he is a guiding Six Sigma research scholar at SIU and is a part of doctoral committee in CESS Hyderabad. Presently, he is a member of BOS and Academic Counseling at SIU. He has conducted several training programs, corporate executives and leader at Cogent Limited, Indian Railway, Van Limited, IICT, and L&T. He is active in conducting faculty development workshops, management development program, and various academic workshops. We welcome Dr. K.P. Venugopal Rao, Director, SIBM Hyderabad, to address the gathering.
Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I made it a point that I'm going to bring in a sheet of paper so that I don't miss out on names. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to all of you. It's my delight and pleasure to welcome you to INCONSYM 2024. And this is an international conference. When we were talking about it, and when I was also discussing it, my seniors, it was the theme which is global businesses. And it was all about the transformation, and we wanted to see how it's working now, next, and how it goes beyond it. So this was the theme we worked on, and here we are today. So all, yeah, please. Yeah, fine, thank you. Right, thank you. As you see, all my students here, quite active in the way they put things together, and it's again the hard work of our students here. What you see here is an excellent example of how they work here. Thank you for that. So this conference, basically, we thought that we'll deliberate on the issues which are pressing today, and maybe we should look at it tomorrow and going forward. So before we go ahead, a warm welcome to the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. My namaste to Dr. R. Raman, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Symbiosis International University, Dr. B.P. Sharma, Chairman, UNESCO MGEIP, Professor Rose, Research Chair, IIM Udaipur, and Professor Arjit Sigda, Program Director, School of Business. Sir, namaste, and thank you for gracing this event. I also extend a warm welcome to all the delegates and my colleagues sitting out there. I know a few of you who have taken time out and you are here to chair the sessions and guide our students for the research. Thank you a lot once again. Well, my colleagues, again, I welcome my colleagues here, research scholars, delegates, Dr. Santosh, I will definitely take his name because he always is a support here, Colonel, who has made all the wonderful arrangements. So thank you for all those things. And team from Noida who has come all the way here to put up the show and help us in doing this show. Now, point here is when I was, I think there was a mention that I was in Noida. We saw that Noida has a great research team. We also have a similar team here. We said that both these institutes come together and we would want to bring in synergies, and that's what I see. When I was talking to Dr. Shivom, who is actually driving the entire conference with his team from Noida, I was checking with him. He said that so we had close to around 250 plus papers, but then we could look at a few papers and they boiled down to 140. People coming from Dubai, people coming from Australia. We also have participants or delegates from Nepal. We have papers from UK. So this is what is the diverse crowd that we have, or research intellectuals who will be talking to us today. So it's going to be a wonderful 2-day program where we are going to look at this 140 papers, and then we see something coming online and offline. So today we have actually organized many of the offline paper presentations, and thank you once again for the chairs having taken time, and then you are here to help us out. Well, I don't want to talk much about the businesses and all because I have a line of wonderful speakers who will be actually taking it forward. So I wish all the participants a wonderful presentation and intellectual discussions, time for collaborating, time for networking, and also time to go back home with some prizes out there. There's something like best paper and all. So that's also there for you. So give your best. I'm talking to the research scholars, give your best. And we as teachers would try and gather something from you. Thank you a lot.
Thank you, sir, for such inspirational words. Now it's time to introduce Dr. Arjit Sitkar, Program Director, Undergraduate, School of Business, Wollongong University, Dubai campus. Dr. Arjit Sitkar is an Associate Professor in the Faculty of Business with more than 15 years of teaching and research experience in leading business schools. Prior to this, he was a member of the faculty in Indian Institute of Management in Indore. Dr. Arjit Sitkar received his PhD in 1997 from the Indian Institute of Management in Ahmedabad with the thesis Managing the Technology Development Process in Indian Chemical and Pharmaceutical Industries. He obtained his Bachelor of Technology from the Indian School of Mines in Dhanbad in 1987. Dr. Arjit Sitkar has worked with manufacturing and mining industry for more than 5 years as a management consultant before shifting to academia. He brings with him a rich blend of industry practice and management theory. Sir, we request you to kindly address the audience.
Good morning to all of you on this occasion of this INCONSYM conference. And my gratitude to the Symbiosis team for inviting us in this conference. So I'd like to welcome the delegates, the dignitaries, Dr. Raman, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Sharma, the Chief Guest, Professor Rose from IIM Udaipur, Dr. Venugopal Rao from Hyderabad, Symbiosis Hyderabad, and Dr. Nidhi from Symbiosis Noida. And a warm welcome to all the delegates and the guests who are present here. I think as UOW Dubai, it's an honor to be a part of this conference as one of the co-hosts. And I think this is a very apt given that the conference topic is about global business transformation. So I think it's a very important that we are having a collaboration between two institutes from two different countries, because global business can only be understood when you have got this collaboration, because you cannot do it when you have in one country. So I think this is a very apt sort of opportunity for both the institute to collaborate, to discuss about global business transformation and what are the things that is going on. The other part is that research today is very, very collaborative. Okay, so it's gone, the old days have gone where people used to do research on their own. Today, research is about collaboration. And having such a collaboration between two universities, University Wollongong in Dubai and Symbiosis, presents a good opportunity for the students and the faculty to collaborate and exchange ideas about research. Okay, so that will foster possibly a future collaboration after this conference. So I think, so this conference is a big opportunity for our staff members at both the university and the students to think about joining hands together in the future endeavor of research and discussion. And I think a very important part of a conference like this is also to listen to new ideas and exchange ideas. And I think this conference would provide the opportunity for all the delegates who are presenting as well as those attending to listen to new ideas, new perspectives about what's going on in research in various parts of the world. So we have got delegates coming from a variety of countries, and I think it will be a good opportunity for us to know from each other what is happening in the other parts of the world and how do we possibly collaborate and take our research forward into the future. So with these few words, I like to wish all the participants who are participating in this conference and presenting papers to have maybe a very wonderful deliberation and discussion and collaboration going forward. So with these few words, again, I thank all of you for this conference and wish this conference a very, very grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. What a moment for me to introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramakrishna Raman. Dr. Ramakrishna Raman, an accomplished academician and seasoned professional, is a Vice Chancellor at Symbiosis International Deemed University, with a remarkable educational journey that includes... Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Doing a good job. Thank you. You can find me on LinkedIn and Google. I am Dr. Raman, the Vice Chancellor of Symbiosis International University, taken charge about 3 months back. Yes, although I look old, I'm not as old as you see. So one of the youngest Vice Chancellor of Symbiosis, thanks to the Chancellor who gave this opportunity to take charge as the Vice Chancellor. At the onset, let me welcome all of you for INCONSYM. the International Conference on Global Business Transformation, Now, Next, and Beyond. This conference is unique in many ways. One, an undergraduate institution and a postgraduate institution of Symbiosis coming together with University of Wollongong, which is there in Dubai, to host this conference. In that way, it is unique because you got an international partner, you got an undergraduate institution and a postgraduate institution which is hosting this conference. Symbiosis International University has got 8 faculty. Faculty of Management is one of the largest faculty for those who are here who might not know about it. We have 16 B schools under the Faculty of Management. So 2 B schools are here who come together along with UOW Dubai to host this. So in that way, it is unique. The second, it's a hybrid conference. Conference is basically to network. That's how I look at it. Network, share your ideas. With the shared ideas, get criticism on those ideas, make it better, make it into a journal paper. For academicians and researchers, that should be one objective. One, to network. Meet as many people as possible. Ensure that you have your network that is expanded. Ensure that you ask people to critique instead of just clap for your presentation. Especially, I understand that there are 140 papers, of which 40 are being presented offline and 100 being presented online. So those of 40 who are here, you got a fabulous opportunity to network with 40 people, 39 people, let me correct the math there, plus the faculty members here to expand your network. And why I say critiquing is important. Contemplate and question. When people are presenting the papers, just don't accept the paper as it is. You got to contemplate and question. And those students, I see the student population to be the largest here so that the hall is full. I think that could be the objective. Otherwise, it could have been in a smaller hall. So the students would be thinking, why am I sitting here? Right? What's in for me? Understand there is a chance for you to go ahead and look at those papers that are being presented and possibly contemplate and critique. Ask questions. Genuine questions, not for the heck of questioning. Why? Because if you question, you have a chance for some knowledge to be created. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Let me give some examples. Parikshit question Sukarishi, output was Bhagavatam, knowledge getting created. It was a series of questioning. For those who do not know, if you can possibly Google, you'll get it. It was Parikshit who was constantly questioning Sukarishi. Look at the knowledge that got created. It is called Bhagavatam. Heard of this term, Bhagavatam? Some of you might have. It's a fabulous source of knowledge. Let me go further. Valmiki questioned Narada Muni. Output was Ramayana. Yudhishthir questioned Bhishma. Output, Vishnu Purana. Arjuna questioned Krishna. Output, Bhagavad Gita. Maitreya questioned Parasara. Output, Vishnu Purana. These are just some examples which is from the scriptures, which shows that if you keep questioning, always contemplate and question, you will be able to get fabulous knowledge that gets generated. So when papers are getting presented and if you got an opportunity to sit in that particular track, contemplate, question, not for the heck of questioning. Again, I repeat. If you go to contemplate and question, for sure, there is a great chance for fabulous knowledge to be created. And here is an opportunity for it to contemplate and question from diverse areas of business, from people who are going to come from several other institutions as well, who are going to present those ideas. So ensure you make the best of it as far as the knowledge creation is concerned. Let me go back to the first point of networking. Today, if you look at business, what works is networks, right? And networks are not like those clouds hanging there that you get it whenever you want. The more you connect with people, the more you're going to talk to them, the more you're going to engage with them. You do not know how the opportunity will unfold over a period of time, right? You are here in 2023, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we do not know where all these individuals who are in this hall are going to be placed, which place, what location, what are the authority and responsibilities that they'll have. Ensure you're going to network as much as possible for those researchers who are here and profs who are here to present your papers, and students, if you're going to network with them, it will be of great value as well. Why? Some of you might plan to do another post-graduation or a PhD or something later on. Letter of reference could be of great value and use then. If you're going to create that network now with people who are going to be here, that will be of great value and use to you. So that is not only for the researchers, for students who are here also, can be a great value add as far as this conference is concerned, right? So ensure that you make the best use of this opportunity that is here and ensure that you add value. All the faculty members, researchers, as well as students make the best use of it. Every opportunity that comes your way, there will be some lesson that you'll have to learn. Every day when you go back to bed, ask yourself, what is the value that I've added to myself today? If you do not have answers coming up telling I added something as value, then the day is wasted. And remember, the last day is already decided. We do not know that date, that's all. So ensure you add maximum value till you reach that last day, every day that you spend, including today and tomorrow. All the best for this conference. Before I conclude, I must congratulate Dr. Venugopal Rao as well as Dr. Nidhi for ensuring that they put up this platform. It's not easy, a lot of coordination, a lot of work, but you did a great job. And I wanted to make it a point that I am here as the Vice Chancellor. This is my first Vice Chancellor's address in a conference. Thanks for that opportunity as well. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I take the privilege to introduce Dr. Elizabeth L. Rose. Dr. Elizabeth L. Rose is a distinguished research chair, professor in business policy and strategy, renowned for her expertise in international business, entrepreneurship, and global strategy. Holding a PhD in business administration from the University of Michigan, along with an advanced degree in statistics and civil engineering from the prestigious institutions such as Princeton University and University of Michigan. Dr. Rose brings a multidisciplinary perspective to her work. With an illustrious academic career spanning over the various esteemed institutions worldwide, including University of Leeds, University of Otago, Aalto University, she has made a significant contributions to the field through her research, teaching, editorial roles. Dr. Elizabeth L. Rose's achievements are recognized through her numerous honors and awards, including being elected for Fellows of Academy of International Business and receiving the WAIB Woman of the Year Award. Additionally, she has played a pivotal role in the professional organization such as Academy of International Business and the Academy of Management, showcasing her commitment to advancing the scholarly committee in the international business and management. Ma'am, we request you to kindly address the students.
Oh, what an introduction. Thank you so much. Where'd they go? I'm delighted to be here and to see so many people out here. This conference, the topic of this conference is important. We are in real need of global business transformation. Yes, thank you. Thank you. As we all know, it's been a challenging few years, and it's my firm belief that India is absolutely central to what happens next in terms of global business. So it's a wonderful time to be in India and a fascinating context to be studying. I'm just thrilled to be here among old and new friends as we engage in a couple of days of discussion on this extremely important theme. Sir was already talking about networking and creating linkages. It's been amazing, even just yesterday, meeting other people, other guests here. This is a small world. It really is. We found so many linkages and connections in common. And that's part of what makes being a professor fun, is having friends all over the world. I do believe that as academics, we can make a real difference toward the transformation of global business, and that's through both teaching and research. And I have to say, I think I'm better at the research than the teaching. And conferences like this absolutely recharge the batteries and remind me why I wanted to be in academia. I did work in corporate for 3.5 years. It's not me. I've never actually regretted not going back. But things get to be a bit of a drudge. For my younger colleagues, marking, it will never get better. Students, you think writing exams is horrible? Trust me, marking them is worse. But I'd like to express my deep gratitude to SIBM Hyderabad and SCMS Noida for making me feel so incredibly welcome. And the students have been doing an amazing job as well. I'm thrilled to be here. I look forward to developing new friendships, which have already started, and to gaining lots of stimulating ideas for research and collaborations moving forward. I thrive on collaborative research, and I can already see that I'm going to have new partners here. And most of all, we're going to have fun. So thank you, and I look forward to enjoying the next couple of days with all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, it's my honor and privilege to introduce Professor B.P. Sharma. Professor Bhagwati Prakash Sharma is currently the chairman of the UNESCO organization Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Education and Peace and Sustainable Development. It is the only Category 1 institute for Asia-Pacific nations under United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organizations. He is also the group president of the Pacific Group of Universities, Udaipur, and the member of the High Power Committee of the Ministry of Education on Indian Knowledge System, headed by the Union Minister of Education. In his 44 years of teaching experience, Professor Sharma supervised 15 doctoral researchers and held several coveted positions, such as the chairperson of the Committee of Experts for Revamping Technical Teachers Training Sector and 4 National Institutes of Technical Teacher Training and Research. Member of Haryana State Higher Education Council, Vice Chancellor, Gautam Buddha University 2018-2021, President Designate Vice Chancellor, PAHER University 2013-2018, Pro-President Designated Pro-Vice Chancellor, PAHER University 2010-2013. Marking his presence across the globe, Professor Sharma has participated in the ministerial meetings of the WTO in Mexico 2003, Hong Kong 2005, and Kenya 2015. He has delivered lectures on universal humanism of Swami Vivekananda at Dubai, Sharjah, and Abu Dhabi in 2013, and on yoga in Bahrain 2016. Professor B.P. Sharma received several prestigious awards, including the Mahamana Madan Mohan Malviya Award in 2016 of HRD Ministry, Government of India Excellence Award in 2016 from the Hindustan Times Group, Lifetime Achievers Award 2016 from the Dainik Bhaskar Group, Achievers Award for the Best Contribution in Management from Computer Society of India. Professor Sharma is a renowned author of 14 books and 31 popular monographs and editor of 10 books. More than 350 of Professor Sharma's works are published as articles and research papers in journals, newspapers, and magazines. Sir, we request you to kindly address the audience.
Honorable Vice Chancellor of this university, presiding over today's inaugural session, Professor Arijit Sikdar, Professor Rose, Professor Venugopal, the other director of the Symbiosis Institute of Greater Noida, esteemed guests, delegates, faculty members of this institute, and dear students. Either you'll have to transform or you will perish. If we take up the 80s and 20s, the difference between per capita income of richest country and poorest country was in the ratio of 1:3. Today, it is in the ratio of 1:150. The technological divide, trade rules, all have created this disparity. And therefore, you will have to realize. Even if we, for example, there is a polity of 200 nations, but 60% of global manufacturing is confined in the 4 nations. China, 28.4%. Second, US has been pushed to second position. It's just by view of global business transformation in China. Today, US has only 16.8% of the world manufacturing. Then third is Japan, having only 1.6% share in world population and having 7.8% share in world manufacturing. Then Germany. India, with a population of 17.8% in the world, has only 3.3% share in world manufacturing. If we compare Singapore, a city country of 625 square kilometers, India is almost more than 5,200 times larger. But high technology exports of Singapore are 7 times greater than that of India. And therefore, business transformation is key to grow and thrive in the global arena. Global business transformation also has several connotations. Transformation for a company, transformation for an industry, transformation for a consortium in a country, and transformation of overall business in a nation. Just I'll start with one example. Has seen the death of Kodak. Today, Fujifilm is having 15 times more turnover than Kodak. So how do you transform? It plays a very important role. I'll take another example. I'll just explain my belief through some case stories. Then I'll come to what can be the strategies for global business transformation. For example, when Europe was not having any single wide-bodied aircraft, all wide-bodied aircraft were being manufactured by in US, whether it was Lockheed Martin or Boeing or all these companies. So 4 countries of Europe, UK, France, Spain, and Germany, the small aerospace spare part manufacturers of these 4 countries joined to form and create a consortium that was called Airbus Consortium at that time. And they divided the job that, all right, this company would manufacture the fuselage, this company would manufacture the propeller, this company would manufacture the holsters, this company would manufacture the doors, and like that, they divided the job into all the aerospace spare part manufacturers of these 4 countries of Europe, and they came up with Airbus. Airbus has existed as a consortium for many decades. It's only since last 10 years that has been converted into Airbus Corporation. So in transforming business, one has to take different routes. Consortium route can be there, acquisition abroad can be there, and even it can be just aspiring to do something. I'll just be quoting another example from Indian arena. All of you are seeing the Mahindra and Mahindra vehicles. What was the business of Jagdish Rajji Mahindra in 1947? A scrap dealer, having a large scrap yard in Delhi, and he was having a scrap yard and a scrap business. By that time, during that period, India faced the attack of Pakistan in Kashmir. So we required jeeps. At that time, jeeps were not being manufactured in India. So India had to import village jeeps. And village company, instead of exporting the completely assembled units, they decided to bring completely knockdown kits and assemble it here. And therefore, they taken on rent Jagdish Rajji's scrapyard. Then Jagdish Rajji offered them, instead of bringing the mechanics from UK, why don't you assign this task to us and we can assemble the jeeps for you by hiring local mechanics. They started doing this. Then they brought a series of Bolero and many other brands, and ultimately they took over Sangyong in Korea, and now they are having the largest tractor manufacturing unit in the world, and they are now into cars and buses and trucks and all vehicular. Then in 2010, they decided to enter into aerospace engineering. So instead of growing in the greenfield organic mode, they acquired Gippsland, Australia, a small aircraft manufacturing company in Australia, Gippsland, Australia. It was manufacturing a low-flying agriculture purpose aircraft. They acquired 3 more companies in Australia, aerospace spare part manufacturing company, and then they started their aircraft venture at Malur near Bangalore. Today, they are manufacturing 6 variants of 22-seater aircrafts, and those 6 variants are into the airlines of several smaller countries. So, whether you approach from the angle of consortium, or you approach from the angle of acquisition abroad, or you approach from any angle. Just I'll be taking another example. How can you transform your business by acquisition abroad? For example, Sweden is a tiny country with a native population of 8 million, another 1 million immigrants, 9 million population. And they are manufacturing the buses and trucks for the whole world, the ABS Volvo. And when Volvo company introduced their high-end models of 400 horsepower and above in trucks and buses, at that time, none of Indian manufacturers was having any model beyond 200 horsepower, whether it was Tata Motors or it was Mahindra or it was Ashok Leyland, no one was having. Even Tatas were apprehending that probably ABS Volvo, out of their profits in the high-end models, can squeeze out from the low-end models also. So they were perplexed. They thought that if we would be developing our own model, it would take another 2 to 3 years, and that technology may become successful or failure. Instead, they just had a view of the global arena, and they saw that Daewoo Commercial Vehicles Limited has become bankrupt in Korea. And before bankruptcy, it was having 25% market share in the high-end trucks of 400 horsepower in South Korea. So when that company was put on auction by their bankers, they participated and they acquired it for $100 million. 10 crore dollar mein kharid liya. And then they converted it into Tata Daewoo. For 1 year, they did nothing. They developed the Novus, a world-class truck design. Then they acquired Hispano in Spain. Then they had a tie-up with Marco Polo in Brazil for low-end buses. And ultimately, they came up with high-end models. Before this acquisition of Tata, this Daewoo by Tata, Tata Motors was at 24th rank in world truck and bus exports. And now today, Tata Motors are 4th in bus manufacturing and 5th in truck manufacturing worldwide, and they are having their assembly lines in almost 39 countries. Now, how the similar acquisition, I'll take the example of Tata only. People of my age must be remembering that Tatas had to sell all their tea estates in large-scale auctions. Tata Tea was not doing well at the retail outlets. So they were very much perplexed. Meanwhile, they saw that Tetley has become bankrupt in UK. And they acquired Tetley Tea for 43 million pounds. So people said, Tatas have turned mad. that is, Tetley is a bankrupt company, is under heavy losses, and why is he is highly indebted. But actually, Tetley was having 21% market share in entire Europe in tea bags and 17% market share in tea bags in US. And that's why they acquired it. Before that acquisition, Tata Tea was at 35th rank among the tea companies of the world. After this acquisition, Tata Tetley, Tata Global Beverages Limited has become second largest tea company in the world. So whether you have in transforming your business, you adopt the consortium approach, or you go for acquisitions abroad, or for whatever mode, but you have to transform your business. And unless you transform, nowadays, you are experiencing very tough competition. And many new innovations are also taking place. For example, we are seeing artificial intelligence is there. Artificial intelligence is doing miracles in every field. For example, in agriculture, Illinois University, and there are many companies having a consortium, and they have developed algorithmic software by virtue of which they can, just by feeding the data when the crop has been sown, what had been the humidity and temperature throughout the season, and when the crop would ripen and what would be the yield. So similarly, whether it is in homeland security, or it is in the defense, or it is in the medical, and now for transforming business, you have to work on an interdisciplinary technology, or you have to think of applying multiple fields of technology in a single product. Say, for example, there are some companies which are working on brain to audible speech. Now, when we see today, these days, people are experiencing with the stroke, lakwa ho jata hai. They cannot speak, they cannot move. Now, how to attend a person suffering from a stroke? So, neurologists have developed such sensors, and they have developed languages how the neurons of the brain are thinking. So, they have developed to interpret the neural networks of human brain. Electronics engineering people have developed sensors which can read the electrical impulses of the neurons of the brain. Then through big data analysis, you can convert those neurons, working of neurons, into language. And then through electricity and magnetism, you can convert it into speech. So a product of brain to audible speech would, the sensors would read what a person is thinking. He is feeling thirsty. उसको प्यास लग रही है, तो वो बोल नहीं सकता, लेकिन उसके ब्रेन के न्यूरॉन्स के impulses को electrical impulse sensors ने read किया है. After reading, they have transmitted it into big data analysis, and then it has now been converted into speech. उसको पानी पिलाओ. And then an 8th standard attendant would be offering him water. So in this way, nowadays, if you have to transform your business, say for example, we see, I'll be quoting the last example. For example, we are experiencing smuggling of cattle into Bangladesh and infiltration of people. Israel has used the technology in a very unique manner. They have developed thermal sensors. They have installed them on the border. Now, if any trespasser is crossing the border, the sensors would take cognizance that somebody is passing. They have collected the photo bank of all the border area citizens that has been fed into photo recognition system. So sensors would be cautioning, then photo recognition system would take the cognizance whether the trespasser is a familiar person as per photo recognition bank, or he is an aligned person. Then they have developed guardians, that is, they are the robots which can run at a velocity of 50 kilometers per hour in desert. And then immediately that guardian starts running, and security people also. So nowadays, to transform business, now these days, espionage is also a problem. When US developed its 5th generation stealth fighter aircrafts, Raptor and F-35. What China did, they entered into the computer networks of all their 7 vendors who used to supply the spares to them. And they stolen the designs from their computer networks, and they also came up with J20 and J30. So nowadays, to transform your business, you have to take care of your technology. You will have to take safeguard. You will have to use the emerging technologies. You will have to use the trade rules. I'll not be able to, now I'm running short of the time. I'll not be able to deal with the trade rules, how they are also relevant in transforming global business. So if any nation would take the cue and be able to transform its business, it would be thriving in the next decade. And otherwise, there would be more sharper disparities in the world. Thanks to all for inviting me here. And I have tried to share what do I feel about global business transformation.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request all the dignitaries on the stage to come forward and unveil the collection of abstracts of the conference.
Thank you all. Now, we request Dr. Nidhi Fatela, Director, Symbiosis Center of Management Studies, Noida, to kindly address the audience and deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good morning to everyone. On behalf of the entire INCONSYM 2024 team, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the esteemed guests on the dais and off the dais. To start with, I would like to thank the chief guest of the day, Dr. B.P. Sharma ji, for sharing his insights, which were very informative, engaging, and thought-provoking. Sir, we have marked your words, transform or perish, because business transformation is a mandate or a key to success. Further, I would like to thank the Honorable Vice Chancellor, SIU, Dr. Raman, sir, for gracing the occasion with his benign presence and sharing his thoughts with the researchers community. Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable thoughts on networking. As rightly stated, your network is your net worth. Your insights will help the researchers to understand the scope of knowledge creation by asking relevant questions. I would like to extend my gratitude to Professor Elizabeth Rose, Madam, for your kind consent to deliver a workshop to the researchers. I'm sure that the researchers will have a great learning from your expertise, which will be helpful in doing good quality research work in the coming years. I would like to thank University of Wollongong, Dubai, to agree to become the co-host of the conference with SIBM Hyderabad and SCMS Noida, the constituents of Symbiosis International Deemed University, Pune. The synergies of the two universities working collaboratively are visible in the form of outstanding contributions by the researchers for this conference. Thank you, Professor Arijit Sikdar, for traveling to India to attend the conference in person mode, along with Professor Prakash and Professor Munir, and also welcoming new collaboration possibilities between the two universities. I would like to thank all the publication partners who have partnered with us and provided good publication opportunities to the researchers. Let us also give applause and heartfelt appreciation to the organizing team members and all those who contributed to make this event successful. Finally, I would like to convey my gratitude to everyone here for taking the time to join us today and for assisting us in making this event a huge success. Thank you to each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, we request you all to kindly rise for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
With this, we come to the end of the inaugural of International Research Conference. We request all the dignitaries, delegates, and participants to kindly join us for the group photograph outside the auditorium to capture the memorable moment. Everybody is requested to be seated, please. All the students, please be seated.